I guess you can consider this to be a part 2 to the scammer group chat video, and if you hadn't seen that yet, then I would definitely strongly urge you to go and watch it, because it wouldn't really add up that much in this video otherwise. My name is Dallas, also known as Infurness, and this is the Thetekkitrealm. Basically, before all this, we managed to infiltrate a group chat of scammers, which were performing a telephone scam. It was quite a classic operation that they had going on. All it really took was to get the scammers' phone number and then just go through a process of getting their information, considering they didn't use a simple VPN, and this would be a great time to have a VPN sponsorship, but instead, we only have the same old sponsorship of the button 2 inches below the screen. But there's a discount. You'll actually get 20 years of good luck if you go and make it gray now if it's red. Using their phone number, I could just go into the account they were using to automatically scam people through a virtual phone system. Very original. And they had a private convo with what I can only assume to be a bunch of other likewise people in there. But what I didn't tell you was what I did after that. This was one I was saving for a rainy day. Since this scammer wasn't really 200 IQ status, I presume that they used the same password for all the accounts that they use for all of their scamming purposes. And I was correct. Logging into the scammer's email account, I downloaded all of the ones that were in there into a secondary external hard drive before deleting the account entirely. And this is the USB hard drive that all of the scammer's information is now on. So that's really cool. I'm just going to keep this for my collection. I deleted all of the emails in their semi-personal account, which was connected to their scammer group chat. This way they couldn't falsify any kind of evidence saying it wasn't me, but it was someone that looked like me. And that should bring us to the note that this is not their main email address, probably because it was connected to their website, which was taken out of existence. So they had to search elsewhere for a home that would accommodate their illegal activities. Looking through password resets in their emails, I found one for Google and requested a new password through the account, and then I logged in right after. Now I had all of their settings for their browser, since I was able to log in and have all of their default things. And it turns out that they subbed the T-Series, of course. It's in their bookmarks. The bookmarks is what led us to everything that's in this video. Because the other thing that was in there was not a website, but an onion website. Which isn't on the surface web, but actually in the deep web. If there are any kind of edgy kids that have watched the dark, scary stories about what the deep web is all about, then you obviously know how this works. And for everyone thinking that DuckDuckGo provides you with some kind of complete block from all of the face mask wearing anonymous green line coding stock footage style hackers, then you'd be sadly mistaken. It's just about as effective as the border control. In reality, there's no safe way to access any side of the deep web, or the dark web, or dark net, or deep net, or any other pseudonym for the exact same thing. But either way, clicking on here, it redirected as what would be predictable in any onion browser, taking a very brisk 25 minutes to load. The extremely high quality and unbelievably well optimized HTML. It required a login, which had predictable credentials. So much for secure Tor browsing. There's not really much of a point of trying to take these measures of being so cut off from all the dangers online when you're essentially asking to have all your accounts compromised. But on the way there, I ran into a couple of problems such as verification stops, because it was quite clear that the scammer was actively trying to stop me in the process. Now on to Tor, the Onion site had all of this, basically. Information on loads of other scam groups, and even a section for to be exterminated at chance. This seems pleasant, but on the bright side, here's a rather uplifting cringe photo of the guy in their natural habitat. So here we are on the website, and it's not really a website, it's the dark net. As you can tell, it looks as if it was made by an 8th grade someone in 8th grade. The Depot, a premium community for scammers of all kind. I had to access this page through the account that the scammer had. The same old credentials as usual. And it looks like there's not really much functionality of seeing any kind of accounts on here. It's really scary. I don't know what I'm going to do. Groups. Due diligences. Now this is obviously where they have their chat rooms for their scammers. So the scammers go on here and they join one of the groups, like servers, in a Minecraft, and they converse on their successful strategies. For security reasons, we're not going to be entering any of these group chats because I don't want to see what happens to me. This is for professional usage only. No ham dwellers allowed. And that makes sense. There's the contact portal, where you can enter your comments here, to be exterminated at chance. Purposes for our worldwide scamming community. These examples must be eliminated at all costs, or at soonest chance. Some individuals are not targets, but threats of concern. The list is updated subfrequently to adjust new hostile actors against us and others to be taken care of. We are a group, and this is where it gets really meta. We are a group fighting for the right to scam the idiots that still roam the earth. Society wants to protect this lower class. Well, yeah, you get it. Disrupting this order is an offense deserving of death. That's not good. Why are they talking like it's an edgy GTA Online server or something like that? Man, you know when you open up the Silent Kid in class's laptop, this is the first thing you're gonna be seeing. And then you have all these random cases, apparently, as they say. And it just seems to be a bunch of random people on here that they're saying that they'll reward up to 70,000 whatever the frick for capture. Now that's definitely not weird. But then, scrolling down, we see... Whoa! How'd that get there? Thetekkitrealm, a YouTuber. Reward for capture, 100,000. 100,000 what? I'm glad they used that picture. So apparently, I'm on the scammer's most wanted list. The highest level threat to the worldwide community of scammers of all kind. As you can see, they're going after people who work for the Central Intelligence. Angelo Lawson? Todd Fowler? Well, it's not every day that you see yourself on a kill list for some scammers on the deep web, that's for sure. And it's always something that cheers me up when I see that. And there's no doubt that this site is used for illegal reasons. Well, I'm spreading my real estate into new pastures, apparently. The surface web is just not good enough anymore. Don't ever go to the deep web because it's not safe no matter what precautions you take. It's one thing to try to mess around with people that scam in the real world, but going into the dark world like this is most certainly a way to get instantly in a place that you don't want to be. At the end of the day, one can only assume whether this site is being serious and legit or not. I couldn't really imagine that going to the effort of making a whole deep web base like this just to make some kind of practical joke, considering that you would have to do everything I did to reveal it, would be such a knee-slapping style prank. But at the end of the day, trying to accept the fact that there's an actual hitman for hire, but scammer versions with specific targets out there, let's just say I'm not going to be taking any vacations to India, and for serious, that's a joke. Don't kill me. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.